Welcome to the Hamzy Analytics Daily Market Commentary. I'm Pablo Navarro. Today is Thursday, April 12, 2012. For the markets, the S&P 500 futures saw a high of the day of 1386.25 and a low of the day of 1365.5. We closed at 1386. Today's volume was 1.9 million contracts, higher than the 20-day moving average at 1.7 million contracts. For the Nasdaq futures, we saw a high of the day of 2740.25 and a low of the day of 2707.25. We closed at 2738.75. Today's volume was 285,000 contracts, higher than the 20-day moving average at 250,000 contracts. For the market internals, the New York Stock Exchange advanced decline differential closed at 1,766. The Nasdaq advanced decline differential closed at 1,198. There were 10 new 52-week highs for the S&P 500 and 3 new 52-week lows for the S&P 500. For the volatility, there were 570,000 contracts traded today on the VIX, and the total premiums paid was 660,000. For the dollar-weighted put-call ratio in April, we saw a very bullish reading of 7.7, and it had 42% of the total premiums paid. For May, we saw a 0.3 reading with 23% of the total premiums paid. And for June, we saw a 0.15 reading with 20% of the total premiums paid. Okay, here we have the daily chart for ES. As you could see, today we had a very good day. We were up 22 handles for the day, which is very good. We basically took out everything, all of the losses we had so far for this week, which is very positive. CI is turning again to the upside, which is good. CI diff is almost at zero. Very positive right now. For the intraday action, you can see here that this is the 30-minute chart. We opened here. We started going higher the whole day, making new highs, the whole day making new highs, and we closed at the highs. And in the after hours, for the cash session, Google came up with good numbers and pushed the ES even higher, which is very good. We could see here we broke the 50-day moving average easily. There was no problem. Now we're looking again to cross the 20-day moving average, which is at 1394. That's going to be the next resistance. On the weekly chart, we could see here we had a huge reversal here on the weekly chart, which is good. We just wanted to get back on the positive 1, positive 2 sigma channel that we've been the whole 2012, and we'll continue to be on track here on the to the upside, which is very good. Just to mention NQ, as I mentioned, Google just came out with earnings and they beat estimates. You could see here NQ was very positive throughout the day, 1.28% for the day, which is good. 34 handles, which is positive. Okay, here we have the daily chart for gold futures. As you can see, it was a very good day, 1% up today. We are at 1676, which is very positive. We need to test the 100-day moving average and either fail to go lower or break it, and then test the 1700, which is the 200-day moving average, to go higher and maybe test the 2012's high. If not, we're probably gonna go and test the 1600. So we'll keep an eye on those ranges from 1700 on the upside and 1600. Those are the support and resistance on gold we're looking at right now. For silver, today we had an up day again, 2.7% for the futures. We broke the 20-day moving average, which is good. We're now going to find resistance at the 34 level, which is the 50-day moving average. And on the downside, we're wanting to break the 31 level to go and test the high 20s. So those are the 2 points to keep an eye on this chart. For the US bond, as you could see here, we had a down day today, not much, 0.3%. We're gonna have some support at the 50-day moving average, which is a couple of points from here, 39 and 2/3. So basically go there, but we still wanna watch for the 200-day moving average at 37.5. And we need to note that we are not making new highs on the bonds, which is not positive for their upside. So we'll keep an eye on those. We're making new lower lows every time, as you can see here on the chart. We'll see what happens from here on. As for the VIX, today we had a huge down day today, 14% down on the VIX. We broke the 50-day moving average to the downside again. That's not much, the VIX moved too much. But one thing to point here is that we've mentioned 2-3 days ago that the VIX did not close at the highs of the day, while the S&P did close at the lows. So again, the VIX did lead and showed us that we were going to have some kind of a bounce from the lows of the S&P from this week. So again, today we closed at the very lows of the VIX. We'll keep watching the VIX from here on. Thank you. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.